Oh no no no. Oh no no no. Plain Doki Doki. This should be interesting. That's all I have to say about this. I saw this game came out on Steam, like this Plus version or something. And I thought, you know what? I've heard about this game. I've never actually seen anything about it. I know that it has some very interesting themes, to say the least. But yeah, we'll give it a try, nonetheless. A little nervous. Hopefully YouTube doesn't say, go fuck yourself, Danny, for showing this game. But yeah, I'll give you guys a warning. If you never play this game, it definitely has some triggers which are pretty cringe actually. So keep that in mind as you watch this. My name is Danny, of course. Okay, let me move my thing. Where should I put myself? Put myself over there. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance. An annoying girl already, huh? Okay. Waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just saw an idol in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. This is such a typical anime visual novel background. With like the fucking... with like the houses and everything.
I overslept again.
Is there no voice acting?
But I caught you this time.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me.
Oh god, the voices for everybody. Fuck. It's
kind of a yikeser. That's mean, Danny.
Well, if people start to stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you don't want to.
Whatever you say, Sayori.
Hee.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets have become increasingly speckled with other students, making their daily commute.
By the way, Danny, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either.
Eh? That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. I'm kind of a bastard, ain't I? I'm kind of a fucking dick. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. True. Yeah, they really wrote this about me, huh? They really captured my character, except for the fact that I'd be talking to a woman. More so a woman would be talking to me.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college.
What the fuck? Your happiness is really important to me, you know. You trying to say, woman? What are you trying to say?
And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET?
What? In a few years because you're not used to the real world. This fucking bastard. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? Good question. Good fucking question. Can I move myself over here? Kind of. kinda blocking it. It's not that big a deal though. Excuse me. God, still need to get used to this. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Stay there? Thank you. School day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
Hello?
Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. Okay, this is not me. I would definitely have left by now.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know.
No what?
Well, that you come to my club.
Sayori. There's no way I'm going to your club. What am I trying to do? Am I a self-cuck?
Eh? Meanie.
Vice President of the Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Who the fuck joins a literature club, huh? What the hell? It's very weird. Like, oh god. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. True. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. I hear they got big booby waifus. Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Who's Natsuki?
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I'm gonna go with the latter. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay?
Let's go.
And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. You know what I can't get over? How clean these schools are in Japan compared to my school when I went to high school. My school was a fucking dump. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member's here.
I told you, don't call me new member. Eh? Who is this?
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori always says nice things about you.
Wait, how many girls are there here? How many voices do I have to do?
Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Oh, whoa, wait, what? Okay. I think I know this one. What's her name? God. I think it's Hanukkah? Monica. Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. Yeah, I'm surrounded by all these fucking chicks. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Hubba.
What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude. Attitude? Whose name is apparently Natsuki is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori.
You can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that.
Yuri-chan, eh? Yuri, who appears comfortably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. This is like a perfect game for like a anime neat weeb thing.
And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
What voice I do for her again?
That's right. It's great to see you again, Danny.
Monica smiles sweetly. That's a nice name, Monica. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Yeah, telling me. Wonder why. Basically completely out of my league. Yep. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little...
You too, Monica. Come sit down, Danny. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few... Okay, what is this? No way some random fucking nerd like me is in this club with 4 chicks. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's 1 space next to Monica and 1 space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a warped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. No, take a seat next to Monica. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Ugh. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray. Oh no, what is it? Fluffy cupcakes decorated look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolates were used to make ears.
Okay. So cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. I follow?
It's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. Beautiful. I turn the cupcake around with my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Just bite it! Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? Take a bite, you bastard! The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like I...
Yeah, it's every fucking anime trope ever.
Made them for you or anything. Oh, someone's a little jealous. Someone's a little jealous.
I thought you technically did. Sayori said.
Maybe. But not for you, no, you dummy.
Dummy? Who do I know that says dummy a lot? I cave up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Oh yeah, it's a literature club, huh?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Eh? That's not...
Insulted? What do you mean insulted? Am I that ugly?
I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Who doesn't enjoy tea? Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me.
So what made you consider the literature club?
I was afraid of this question. She's really staring at me, isn't she? Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was perfectly dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Board member? Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all that effort to start something brand new.
Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature.
You have to work hard to convince people that you're both
Fun and worthwhile. Yeah, I think you'll be fine. Yeah, I think you'll be fine, buddy, okay? But it makes school events like the festival that much more important.
I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it.
Okay, I need to... These two look very similar. The 1 and 3. Like, very similar. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years. What do you know about, hentai? Manga? Fuck off. Mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Yeah, I relate to that.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh? Why's that? Well, Never mind. That's right, you usually like to read about cute things, don't you?
Natsuki, cute things? Kawaii things? What?
What gave you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine, fine.
So what, Natsuki is Mali?
Get a little drink of water here, didn't know I was gonna be talking so much.
Ah, sweet water.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are.
Wait, what? Sayori sidles... Sidles? The fuck is that? Sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Is that so?
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Eh? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just coincidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers.
I guess it's the same for Yuri.
Aw, I want to read everyone's poems.
We all sat in silence for a moment.
Okay, I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically.
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we all meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us.
How am I a new member? How am I a new member? Look at all these... Like, what do I look like? I'm like probably overweight. Probably got a bunch of acne. AKA what I look like right now. Kappa.
Isn't that right, Danny?
Hold on, there's still one problem.
Eh? What's that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Are you stupid? Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at. Bitch, what other clubs? You think, what, you go to the fucking... What are you on about? Look at them all looking at you. Fuck you. How dare you put me in this position?
I don't know, everybody. But I'm sorry, I thought... Danny.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. Yeah, because you're a moron. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is a price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these... Yeah, bro, suck it up. Write the stupid poem. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yay, so happy.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Listen, man, that's probably the closest you've gotten to a woman in years.
Really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Monica looks over at me once more.
Danny, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Hee.
Yeah. Can I really impress a class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills?
No.
You can't. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Listen, man. Sometimes, when people are scared, they just need to hide themselves. Like this.
Hey Danny, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together?
That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs and I was too busy watching anime at home and hentai. The two of us depart the club room. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in literature club? Yes. Unless there's something you want to tell me about your sexuality, which is fine by the way, but you ain't gonna tell me that you don't like women. You're not gonna tell me you like women if you don't like going to this club. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances. I guess that starts with writing a poem. Wait, what the hell? What is this shit? What? Hopeless? Why am I laughing? I don't know why I'm laughing, but Oh god. Depression. Alone. Unrestrained. Milk. Playground. Dream. Wait, how do I do this? Why they all look so sad? What the fuck? Okay, let's save the game, by the way. Unrestrained. Unrestrained. Okay, what's going on here? Unrestrained fantasy. What the fuck? Extraordinary. Infallible? Lucky? Agonizing? Desire? Dance? It's kind of sad, man. I don't know, they're kind of like fucking up. No. Whoa, anime. Anime parfait. Misery. Yeah, I think we're starting to get a feeling for, what each person likes. Doki Doki Poetry Slam. What's that mean? Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music to loop? What are you trying to say? I like to take my time. Disaster. Tragedy. Excitement. Marriage. Destiny. Spinning. Cute. Crimson. Okay. Hopefully that, I don't know, good, I guess.
Hi again, Danny. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Haha.
No, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Thanks for keeping your promise, Danny. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you don't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps your manga collection in the club room.
Oh, someone's a little embarrassed. Manga's literature. True. Very true, by the way. Anybody that says differently is dumb.
Don't worry, guys. Danny always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. What are you talking about? Cooking, cleaning. How dependable.
Sayori, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Danny can become good friends too.
Sayori? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she's put me into.
Oh. Yuri even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori?
Eh? Me? Eh? Watashi?
Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind.
Oh, no. You have to tell me. You have to tell me. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really... Oh.
Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? Eh? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation.
Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what.
Is that so?
Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be.
Alright. Well, here. I didn't want you to feel left out.
What is it?
So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it. Or something, if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Just like this club is just like what? Like, that... It looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How is this a club? We're not even doing anything. But I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Monica.
We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that idea of a literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that at all, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Eh? What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating. Deliberating? What's that mean? Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick?
What kind?
Ah, well, I guess we could... Cupcakes! Haha, good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it? Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy.
Yeah, you guys look like you eat a lot of cupcakes. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself.
Sayori's still her usual self, but therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I ended up letting her get on my case about this. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. No, what the fuck? I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair.
Hehe, sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club.
Does our school have a napping club?
You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have time. You're gonna have less time for anime, you know? Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you talking about? Less time for anime? Huh? Ugh. You'll need to get used to it.
Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard.
It's true, though.
I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori.
Hehe. It's what I do best.
That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you?
Eh? Not every day.
That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time?
It's a secret.
I knew it.
Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt.
Sayori's kind of funny. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you.
Eh?
How is it?
How's it written all over me?
You were clearly in a rush this morning. Your hair is sticking out all around here.
Huh?
I run my fingertips down the... What? Whoa, 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 bro. What? You really need a brush for this.
My hair is just really hard to get right.
I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar. There is? I can't see it. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger.
But nobody would ever notice that.
Of course I would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because I don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that.
You meanie.
And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet?
Eh? That's super mean.
Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Why am I such an asshole? Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind.
Hehe. This is so funny.
What is? Well, I feel weird. I feel weird doing this.
I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things.
Exactly. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid.
It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this.
Aren't you? I guess.
Hey, be careful.
The button, like, what are you saying? Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh,
I see. The chest, eh? Wonder what I'm looking at.
Does this thing even fit you properly?
Hehe. It did when I bought it.
Oh shit, wait a second, I know what that means. If you ever button it, you would have known sooner that doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? Am I stupid? It means my boobs got bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so... Why does it feel strange to see her blazer button up like that?
But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all.
Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer. Yeah, fuck the blazer, man. Who gives a shit about that blazer?
That's so much better.
Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing?
Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this.
Okay, wait a second. Wow. Whoa.
So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned.
Stop saying all these embarrassing things.
Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez.
Just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier.
Only if you focus on going to bed earlier.
Fine. It's a deal. This is like how people talk. The funny thing is, this is how actually people talk.
I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves.
Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori.
Oh, but I was joking that time.
It's impossible to tell with you sometimes.
Okay, everyone.
Eh?
Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours.
Yeah, same. I fail to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember
to write a poem last night?
Yeah.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait.
Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf. What? Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem for first? Oh god. Let's think about this one, shall we? I think... Who do I think we should do it with first? I would say... I want to do Monica, but I think Sayori really wants me to do this one. If that makes sense. She's my good friend after all.
Oh my goodness. This is so good.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Haha.
I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it?
Eh? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Danny poem.
What the fuck's that mean?
Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Okay, what is this? You're so weird. She is kind of weird.
I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. She is a little bit of a... What do we call these? What's that anime lingo? The crazy ones? No, not yandere. The ones who are like... They're not yandere, but they're like lovey. If that makes sense. What are those called again? Types of deles. 12 dele anime types. Forceful about their feelings. That might be one. Okay, not tsundere, not yandere. Dele dele? Spread joy wherever they go. I think that could be... What's her name? Sayori. Watch their love interest from a distance? I think that's probably Yuri. Demand to be treated like royalty. Baka dere? Clumsily affectionate. Expect to be treated like gods. Kudere. Want to manipulate and tease others. Melancholy and depressed by default. Hyaka sudere. Coyly flirts with and tease their love interest. Yeah, that could be, That could be what's her name. Sayori. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break up my promise.
See? It's like I said before. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks. I'm not sure if Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This will be my way of thanking you.
I'm gonna hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that.
Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. That last couple lines, a little, This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
At least that makes me feel a little better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast.
I skip breakfast every single day. I think most people do. I guess there's no point in arguing. Thanks for showing me.
Hehe. This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
Yeah.
But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
I guess I look forward to it. Let's show it to Monica.
Hi, Danny. Having a good time so far?
Yep.
Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be too afraid to bring things up.
I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Don't worry, Danny. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Oh my god, my foot's asleep. Fuck. Oh god, it's really asleep. Fuck. Oh my god. Oh shit. Does not feel good. Does not feel good. 1 second. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, it's still asleep, I gotta like stomp on the floor. Okay, it's getting better. Yeah, that's true.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Oh shit, I wrote something for Sayori.
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common.
Ah, well. We may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
That may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being. Even if you showed in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Sayori's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions, like happiness and sadness. Who knew that something so happy would enjoy sad things too?
That's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Hehe. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good.
That's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. But this is a long one. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Huh. Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An epiphany?
Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a certain point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress.
True. It's actually very true. That's why they say when you're drawing to never what was it called? To never focus too much on one kind of setting.
Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Let's show it to Yuri, I guess.
Yoli-chan? Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking.
It's fine, don't force yourself.
I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right?
Yeah? Why do you ask?
I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it.
Ah, so it's that bad.
No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we haven't really gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying?
Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they, oh god, try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it is as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, so...
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, what the fuck's this say?
Ghost under the lights. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last, yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens. I flicker back. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What are you talking about?
What? That's some pro handwriting. It took you a long time to read. What are you trying to say to me? What are you trying to say, okay?
You're embarrassing me. I know I suck.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
Yeah? That's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghost theory?
Hoo hoo.
What the hell's hoo hoo mean? What the hell's hoo hoo mean? Hoo hoo? The fuck? Husband and wife? The hell? Whatever, okay.
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Danny.
Really? I must have totally missed the point.
I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their own work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing really. It makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Okay, so I guess we'll call it here quits, and then we'll continue.
Little Saberino.
Saberino Dito. Then we'll show the poem to Natsuki next time. Yeah. Okay, cool. Alrighty, guys. I think this is only like about a 6-hour game, so this will be a pretty short series before we continue on to whatever we play next.
But, yep. Alrighty, guys. Goodbye.